No, I'm only kidding. Welcome, friends, to the Vedanta Society of Providence Sunday service, which happens to be the last Sunday service before our summer break, but at the end we'll talk more about that. Let's start with the opening prayer, if you can join with me. We offer our salutations to the all-loving being who endows all beings with consciousness. We meditate on the Lord, who is the origin of the universe. Lord, thou abidest in all, thou art all, thou assumest all forms, thou art the origin and goal of all, thou art the self of all, thou art existence, knowledge, and bliss. Salutations unto thee. May the world be peaceful, may the wicked become gentle, may all creatures think of mutual welfare. May their minds be occupied with what is spiritual and abiding. May our hearts be immersed in selfless love for the Lord. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. We're going to start off today with the opening song, All That Exists Art Thou, by Jafir, sung by Peter Travisano, followed by a talk on a pilgrimage by Jitendra, who needs no introduction here. So
So this is a poem set to music. It was sung twice in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna by Narendra to Ramakrishna, once at the beginning of the Gospel and once at the end of the Gospel. So I think it's a tune that Ramakrishna himself particularly loved. I have joined my heart to thee. All that exists art thou. The only have I found. Thou art all that exists. Lord, beloved of my heart, thou art the home of all, where indeed is the heart in which thou dost not dwell. Thou hast entered every heart, all that exists art thou, whether sage or fool, whether Hindu or Mussulman, thou makest them as thou wilt. All that exists art thou. Thy presence is everywhere, whether in heaven or hell or in Kaaba. Before thee all must bow, thou art all that exists. From earth below to the highest heaven, from heaven to the deepest earth, I see thee wherever I look. All that exists art thou. Pondering I have understood, I have seen it without a doubt. I find not a single thing to which thou can be compared. To Jafar it has been revealed, all that exists art thou. 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 All that exists art thou.
Right, let's start with the prayer. Om Sthapakaya cha Dharmasya Sarvadharmaswarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namah. So today's topic is Gujarat pilgrimage in Holy Company. Let's see what Sri Ramakrishna says about Holy Company. You should constantly seek Holy Company, for the disease of the world has become chronic. The Holy Company begets yearning for God. It begets love of God. There is another benefit from Holy Company. It helps one cultivate discrimination between real and unreal. Similarly, Mother has something for Holy Company. Live in Holy Company. Try to be pure, and everything will be achieved gradually. Pray to Sri Ramakrishna, I am with you. Why do you fear? In time, he will do everything for you. With these thoughts in mind, let's come to today's topic. Last time, we concluded the discussion with a story of a Sam, the young kid, and let's revisit that story. Sam lived with his mother, Anna, and father, John. Once he requested his father, John, if he can get some berries. John told him that his friends owned a berry shop and suggested they visit there next day. Sam was excited. The following morning, both father and son reached the shop. The shop owner was a friend of John's. While John and shop owner were chit-chatting, shop owner asked Sam to take the berries. Sam picked the berries with both hands and they returned home. He picked the berries, they returned home. However, after returning home, Sam was not happy. His father asked the reason. Sam said that he did not get enough berries. John promised to get some more next time. The following week, both of them went to the shop again, and the shop owner asked Sam to take the berries. This time, intelligent Sam requested shop owner to give them directly into the hollow of his shirt and lifted his t-shirt to make the hollow to hold the berries. Naturally, the shop owner's palms were big than Sam's. He got a lot more berries than he imagined. Sam was very happy that he got a lot of berries. Both father and son returned home happily. The first time he got handful of berries, but this time he got much more. Our first leg of journey that we discussed last time was like getting handful of berries. But this leg of journey that we are going to discuss today was like getting much more than what we imagined. The highlight of this trip is the Holy Company. Every day we had privilege of being in Holy Company, either with monks from Ramakrishna Mutt, monks from other orders, or with spiritually minded individuals who don't belong to any specific order. Last time we saw from Virpur, we reached Sri Ramakrishna Ashram Rajkot. So some of the things that last time we saw that Gujarat map where it is, and then this is the trip that we are going to discuss from Rajkot to Bhimpura. So here we go, and these are our spots or locations that we are going to discuss. And first one is Rajkot Ashram. We reach Rajkot Ashram. Rajkot Ashram, Swami Nikhileshwaranji is the head of this center. If you remember, he visited us last year on Saturday, October 28, 2023, and conducted a workshop on fourth wave of management. Rajkot Ashram is beautiful. It established in 1927. The day we reached Rajkot Ashram, it was January 12th. January 12th is celebrated as a Vivekananda's birthday, National Youth Day. Most of the Swamijis were very busy with various programs during the day due to the National Youth Day program. We arrived in the evening, had a meeting with Jagdish Maharaj, got our room, and attended the Aarti. Before dinner, we met Swami Nikhileshwaranji, who had been delivering lectures all day for the National Youth Day. Despite his busy schedule, he kindly spent good time with us. We had our dinner there, dinner prasad at ashram, and had chit-chat with Jagdish Maharaj, who is a manager of that Rajkot Ashram. He informed us that since we are heading to Bhimpura, he would give us some blankets and winter slippers and ask us to deliver them to the sannyasi at 2 ashrams. Jagdish Maharaj provided us with the names of the ashrams and sannyasis. Additionally, suggested that if we had the opportunity, we should have a satsanga with a particular Maharaj, whose name I would reveal little later. The satsanga with that Maharaj was one of the highlight of this trip, and we will elaborate on it little later. So that was January 12th. This is the shrine of Rajkot Ashram. From there, next day, January 13th, we went to Chotila. Chotila is a mother's temple. It is on the mountain, Chotila mountain. It is around about 1,250 feet high. You have to walk almost 650 steps to reach the top of the hill. There is a beautiful story associated with temples. Two demons named Chanda and Munda performed intense penance for many years to please Lord Brahma. When Brahma was pleased, he appeared before them, and the demons asked for boon to make them very strong warriors so that they could rule the world and even take over heaven. Being merciful, Lord Brahma granted their wish. Chaos erupted, and demons became extremely greedy and attempted to conquer not only heaven but also abodes of Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma. These three gods approached the mother goddess Parvati, who manifested as Ambika and Mahakali. When the demons Chanda and Munda attempted to conquer Mahakali, she engaged them in battle. During the fierce fight that followed, Devi Mahakali severed the head of Chanda and Munda and presented them to Ma Ambika, that is Chandi. Ma Ambika then proclaimed that Mahakali would be worshipped as Chamunda Devi. The idol in this temple is self-manifested. And interestingly, there are two idols, if you see. That is Chandi and Chamunda, Ambika and Mahakali. The idol in this temple is self-manifested. The mother once came to his devotee in dream. She told him to dig in certain spot and find her idol. He did this, and that's how he found mother idols. The temple was built on the same spot. So this is Chotila Mata temple, very famous. From there, we went to Limdi. Limdi is also a place where Swami Vivekananda has visited. Right now, there is a Ramakrishna mission there, and Swami Gunashrayananda. Swami Gunashrayananda is the head of the temple. This Limdi place is remarkable, and it has some intriguing story, and I will tell about that story. There are two notable places to see here. One is Sri Ramakrishna's temple, and another is a tower bungalow. Tower bungalow is where Swami Vivekananda stayed in 1891. I'll tell you the story. During Swami Vivekananda's visit to Gujarat, Swamiji was in Limdi and was thinking of staying in a local Shiva temple. But priest suggested him, the priest of that Shiva temple, to stay in some other place nearby, as the temple where he was supposed to stay was dilapidated or run down temple. He went to other temple. Few sadhus saw this Swamiji and his magnificent personality and glow of celibacy, continence. They decided to break his brahmacharya, celibacy, to gain some powers and kill him. Swamiji wanted to leave immediately, but to his horror, he found he had been made prisoner. While he was there, one kid came to deliver milk to that place. Swamiji wrote on a piece of earthen jar with a charcoal requesting help from King of Limdi. King sent his soldiers and rescued him. Swamiji came to stay with the king, Thakur Sahib of Limdi, Sri Yashwant Singh Ji. So this is that place where Swamiji stayed this place belongs to Swami Sri Yashwant Singh Ji. So this is the prince, or he became a king afterward, of that Limdi. This man, the king, was a highly spiritual. When Swamiji left the Limdi, king wanted Swamiji to come and settle in Limdi during his retirement. It's a very difficult ask, come and stay in Limdi for retirement. Swamiji could not visit Limdi again while he was in his body. But story doesn't end here. And it becomes more interesting. There was a major fire in 1906 that consumed a significant portion of beautiful Limdi Palace. However, the Darbar Hall where Swamiji had stayed remained untouched, as if the fire had respectfully acknowledged its importance and retreated. 65 years later, Sri Chhatrasalji, the present Thakur Sahib of Limdi, donated the palace to public body named Sri Ramakrishna Prarthana Mandir. Now, what is this Sri Ramakrishna Prarthana Mandir and how did it come into existence? Again, there is an interesting story for this. Sri Chabil Bhai Shah, a cotton merchant belonging to Orthodox Jain family. His wife, Srimati Ajavil Ben, had acute diabetes. One day, she told her husband that last night she had a vision of a yogi and after saluting him, she feels better. He was wondering, who is this yogi? And who is this yogi that saved the life of his wife? He accidentally read about Sri Ramakrishna's life in one Gujarati magazine and became curious to learn more. He got some books from Rajkot Ashram. By seeing the photo of Sri Ramakrishna, his wife Ajavil Ben exclaimed, "That's it, he is the yogi." And what she has seen in her vision. Both became very interested. A local group was formed and conducted regular prayer meet. They felt the need for a larger space as the number of attendees for the prayer meet grew. One person jokingly said, "We should get the tower bungalow." And now imagine tower bungalow belongs to a king. Sri Chabil Bhai was very shy and did not have courage to ask for it. One night he heard a voice telling, "Ask for it and you will get it." He heard same voice thrice. Next day he contacted Raj Mata Praveen Kunwarba. Same evening they met. She overjoyed by this request but did not show any outward sign and told, "Let me ask my son who is away for a few days." Here is another story inside the story. This story is about Raj Mata Shri Praveen Kunwarba. She visited her guru in Mount Abu in 1954. There, she saw a photo on a wall and asked the guru, "Whose photo is this?" His guru told, "This is Sri Ramakrishna." Since 1951, Rajmata Shri Praveen Kunwarba was having visions of Thakur. She was overjoyed to know about Sri Ramakrishna. In 1954, when she was seriously sick, she saw Thakur standing in front of her with a drop of tear in her eyes. He disappeared while blessing her. Rajmata recovered. She asked about the significance of these visions to her guru, and he told, "Probably Thakur wants to get some work done through you." 18 years later, in 1968, Sri Chabil Bhai requested for a place for Sri Ramakrishna to Rajmata Kunwarba. This is how Sri Ramakrishna Prarthana Mandir Trust got the tower bungalow. And now the trust has handed over this place along with other properties to Ramakrishna Mission. Devotee feels that Swamiji did come to Limdi, and not only he came but also brought Thakur and Holy Mother with him and enjoying his retirement here. So this is the story about Limdi. We arrived at the Limdi ashram around 11 a.m. in the morning, offered our pranams to Thakur Ma Swamiji in the main temple. Afterward, we had a pleasure of meeting Swami Gunashrayananji. He graciously invited us to partake the prasad lunch. We had sufficient time in between before taking the lunch, and he suggested, "Please go and visit the tower bungalow." So we visited tower bungalow. So this is the shrine temple of Ramakrishna Mutt, and then we went to tower bungalow. Tower bungalow where Swamiji stayed, and this is the room actually exactly where Swamiji stayed. Interestingly, if you notice that this is as is since then, and interestingly, everything outside was burned down. So this is kind of a miracle. Here, if you see a small idol in between, that idol doesn't belong here. It came from Pakistan, Karachi, where Swami Ranganathananji used to be a president. In 1947, when partition happened, they had to close down the Karachi Ramakrishna Mutt. The idol from there is now in Limdi Ashram. In Limdi, local residents are very poor, to the extent that Ramakrishna Mission doesn't receive any local donations. Mutt operates a small hospital to serve the locals and has also established schools that are managed by the Limdi town. As a part of one of its projects, Ramakrishna Mission provides cows to locals as milk and milk related products are the major source of income for them. Once we are done with the Limdi, we started for Ahmedabad. In Ahmedabad, first we visited a beautiful step well called Adalaj step well or Rudabai step well. It is located in the small town of Adalaj. Interestingly, this Adalaj has a tragic tale associated with it. In 1499, King Rana Veer Singh of Waghela dynasty began constructing this Adalaj step well to provide a water for his people. However, he was killed in a war by neighboring Muslim ruler Muhammad Begda before the step well could be completed. So this is in 1499. Begda was captivated by the beauty of Rana's widow, Queen Ruda Devi, and proposed marriage to her. The queen agreed, but on the condition that Begda completes the construction of the step well, her late husband's final wish. Begda accepted and had the step well built, incorporating both Hindus and Islamic architecture styles. When the 5-story structure was nearly finished, Queen Ruda Devi one day circumambulated this well with chanting the prayers and jumped into the waters, committing suicide to be reunited with her husband. Begda halted the construction immediately after her act, leaving the dome incomplete, but did not demolish the step well out of respect for the queen's sacrifice. Many locals believe the queen's spirit still resides there, protecting the monument. This was the tragic tale of Adalat step well. Later, we went to Ramakrishna Mutt Ashram and attended the evening Aarti. This Ramakrishna Mutt, Ahmedabad, Swami Prabhu Sevananda is the head of this ashram. It was started in 1988 as a private and then became fully independent in 2021. Swami Vivekananda visited this town, that is Miss Ahmedabad city. He was a guest of Umay Shankar Trivedi. Right now, this ashram is in a very small apartment on 4th or 5th floor. And right now they are building a new ashram outside. After the Aarti, we met, so this is that ashram, this is their shrine. After the Aarti, we met Jagannath Maharaj, Swami Prabhu Sevananda. As we know him for a long time, he shared some interesting stories from his life with us that will certainly help to strengthen devotion in Sri Ramakrishna. How he became Ahmedabad president. Maharaj was not interested in becoming the head of any center. He had already declined for a few times. He wanted to focus on his spiritual practices and continued with normal work. One day, General Secretary Maharaj from Belur Mutt called him and simply said, "You will have to go to Ahmedabad. Let me know in couple of hours," and hung up the phone. Maharaj realized he had no choice but to accept, because saying no was not on the menu. That's how he became the head of Ahmedabad Mutt. After taking charge, Maharaj went with Swami Nikileshwaranji to Lekhamba to see the land where new mutt would be built. So this is the proposed site of Ahmedabad Mutt. It is in Lekhamba. And when they arrived, he went with Swami Nikileshwaranji there, and it was a flooded rice paddy field with no proper road access. So if you see the first photo where just it is all rice paddy, water everywhere, Maharaj realized the immense challenge he was tasked with. And he's the first time becoming president. Next day, while sitting in front of Sri Ramakrishna's shrine, he gained strength and thought, I am a soldier of Thakur Ma and Swamiji. I will do whatever Thakur wants me to do. This resonated with the verse from Hanuman Chalisa. Ram kaj karibe ko atur. Hanuman is always eager and ready to carry out the work of Sri Ram. Maharaj was unsure about how he would get rupees 75 crores, almost $10 million US dollar required for a new temple project. One morning, while sitting in front of Sri Ramakrishna's shrine, he complained to Thakur, instead of thinking of you, nowadays I am forced to think of only money, money, and money. He was sad. After his meditation, he saw a missed call on his phone from someone who wanted to transfer more than rupees 1 crore, which was enough to start the project. And this is how he received his initial funding for the project. He also got unexpected support from the government. A devotee arranged a meeting between Maharaj and Prabhu Sevananji, Swami Nikileshwaranji, and Gujarat State Chief Minister. Government office. Chief Minister immediately approved the access road to reach the new mutt. So if you see in the middle, that is the access road that is built, that is a cement road. When the road was being built, engineer asked Maharaj for the map of internal roads they planned to build within the mutt premises. Inner road is responsibility of mutt, and it has nothing to do with state. However, after a few days, Maharaj received a call from the state office saying the internal roads were approved by state, but they don't have any formal request because no one made the request. Please send the formal request. It was a pleasant surprise. With Thakur's grace, the task of gathering funds for building internal roads worth several crores was swiftly resolved. Maharaj was amazed at how Thakur does his own work and said, we are just ordinary soldiers in his army. Maharaj shared these stories with gratitude and devotion, frequently looking at Sri Ramakrishna's photo in the shrine. This Lekhamba place is far away from actual Ahmedabad, almost 30 kilometers. So, and you saw that it's all rice paddy field. There is no devotees living by. So devotees came up with the idea to buy an extra land adjacent to mutt, and they created 120 plots. All the plots were gone within 24 hours when Swami Nikileshwaranji posted about that availability on his WhatsApp group. Soon, there would be 120 families living next to mutt directly connected to it. This is all about Ahmedabad. So this is the current state in April. That building is going on. This is that temporary shrine there at the Lekhamba. Then, next day, with Ashutosh Maharaj, actually, we visited this place and had lunch and everything there. Thereafter, next day, that was January 14th, it is a Uttarayan, or you can say Makar Sankranti day. So they had a special Gujarati lunch. So we had a good time there. Then thereafter we went to Sabarmati Ashram. I will not tell much about this. You guys might be already knowing. Mahatma Gandhi was lived here and also led the Dandi March, also well known as a salt satyagraha. From there, we went to Akshardham temple. This is also a beautiful temple, Akshardham. We spent few hours here. Also saw a 45 minutes presentation. It's a light, water, and actual people were, this show was, so it was like a Satchitanand, the name of the show was, and it was a 45-minute presentation which brings to the life an age-old tale of Nachiketa from the Kathopanishad. Okay. On 15th, next day, we headed for Vadodara. Vadodara, Swami Ishtamayanand is the head of that center. Here also, Swami Vivekananda visited and stayed in a Dilaram bungalow as a guest of Sri Manibhai Jasbhai. He was a Diwan of Vadodara. This place is now handed over to Ramakrishna Mutt and it became an official center. So we had our lunch prasad here. Swamiji Ishtamayananji suggested that when he learned that we are going to Bhimpura, he told us something interesting. He suggested we must meet one monk who has something very precious in his custody. He said that if Maharaj is not in good mood, he will show you. If he's in good mood, he will show you. But you should at least request him. What is it? We will hear more about little later. So later he also told us go and visit the Arvindo Ashram, which is a Samadhi sthal where relics are preserved of Sri Arvindo, because Arvindo stayed here in Baroda from 1893 to 1906. So this is a shrine of that Vadodara Ashram. And interestingly, this photo I captured, I wanted to show. The reason is Holy Mother and Mother Kali in one picture. Somebody painted it. So this was an interesting picture there. And this is the Arvindo Ashram, Samadhi Sthal, where Arvindo's relics are preserved. From there, we went to Bhimpura. We finally reached Bhimpura. Our driver Ghansham, I didn't speak about him, which last time I told. He dropped us at Bhimpura. Few things just to note about him. He takes just one meal a day. Our driver, I'm talking about Ghansham. He's a very calm and sober. We have not seen him getting agitated. So we are going, taking him all over everywhere, but no agitation. Wherever he will calmly come, take us. Evening you ask him, take food, take food. No. No means no. He even refused a shirt that we offered to buy for him at a khadi store in Ahmedabad. It was so simple. Means I couldn't imagine that, as if I felt that God sent someone just to help us go through this 15 days of tour. All right. So then he dropped us in Bhimpura. And Bhimpura, what is the purpose of our visit of Bhimpura? Attend 7 days retreat at Anand Ashram on Tejobindu Upanishad by Swami Anubhavananda. Visit Sri Ma Anandamayi Ashram. And the most important thing, to have darshan of Ma Narmada, Mother Narmada. Interestingly, 2 more things got added. Meet Swami Anubhav Krishna at Sri Ramakrishna Mandir Trust, have satsang with him and request him to show the most valuable thing that he has preserved. Meet and have satsang with Chandrakant Maharaj of Kalpataru Ashram. So these 2 things got added. All right. Anand Bhavan Ashram, Sri Ramakrishna Mandir Trust and Sri Ma Anandamayi Ashram are next to each other. However, Kalpataru Ashram is about 5 kilometers away, almost in jungle. First we went to Sri Ramakrishna Mandir Trust and met Swami Antaranga Krishna. Please note, Sri Ramakrishna Mandir Trust is not affiliated with Ramakrishna Mutt or Vedanta Society. We delivered the blankets and winter slippers provided by Jagdish Maharaj of Rajkot and requested Swamiji to send some of these items to Kalpataru Ashram. We also inquired about The other senior Swamiji, referred by Swami Ishtamayananda, he informed us that the other Swami will likely to return on January 28th. We were disheartened. As Swami Ishtamayananda asked us, don't forget to meet him, and asked him to show the precious item. Anand Bhavan Ashram. So from there, we went to Anand Bhavan Ashram. This is our place for next 7 days where retreat will be conducted. The ashram was established by Jagannath Maharaj, who is in the spiritual lineage of Sri Ma Anandamayi. Next, we visited Sri Ma Anandamayi Ashram. But before that, where we were staying, from there from our room, we were able to see Ma Narmada. So this is the view of Narmada. Evening, you can see how beautiful it was. This is the Ma Narmada. From there, we went to see Sri Ma Anandamayi Ashram. Anandamayi Ma, born as Nirmala Sundari, 13th April 1896, and she left her body 27th August 1982, was an Indian saint. She was revered as an incarnation of holy goddess Durga. A central theme of her teaching is the supreme goal of every human being is to aspire for self-realization. All other obligations are secondary. She always maintained that all paths are my paths. Does it sound like you have heard all these sayings somewhere before? Yes, Sri Ramakrishna also said, goal of human life is God realization. As many faith, that many paths. Sri Ma Anandamayi came for the first time this area in 1937. They built hut and everything here. But actual visit to the ashram, she visited here in 1950s. So this is the satsang hall where she used to meet people. This is the satsang hall. And according to Ma, this is the banyan tree. According to Ma, there are lots of entities from outer world that are constantly present there. Gods, goddesses, rishi, munis, etc. This land, she thinks, is a tapobhumi where ancient saints and sages have done a lot of sadhana. It is said that when she saw this banyan tree from distance and realized that this place is a special, it has a strong spiritual vibrations. From there, so this is the view of a Ma Narmada from the ashram parapet of that Anandamayi ashram. From there, we went to Sri Radha Krishna Mandir. It is located just behind Sri Ramakrishna Mandir Trust. This temple is managed by a Swami who was a disciple of Swami Timir Baran. He graciously offered us some delicious halwa prasad. Every day, he devotes significant time to cleaning the temple and decorating the idols of Radha and Krishna. He showed us photo of his decorations. And interestingly, the purpose wasn't merely to show us the decorations, but rather to show the expressions of Radha. To our surprise, in each photo, we could distinctly see different expression on Radha's face. This Swami spent many years in Vrindavan and lived on Madhukari, that is taking alms. Upon his guru's instruction, he returned to his hometown to take care of this Radha Krishna Mandir. Now, since we are on the bank of Narmada, let's discuss about Ma Narmada. According to Hindu belief, Ganga and Narmada river holds distinct significance. Bathing or drinking the water of Ganga is believed to purify sins and lead to salvation, that is moksha. While for Narmada river, simply seeing it believed to cleanse all sins. Being in its presence alone considered sufficient for the liberation or moksha. Not only that, the reverence for the Narmada is so high, it is believed even the Ganga comes to bathe in its sacred water to purify herself. So Ganga comes to take bath in Narmada. This Narmada is so holy that devotees circumambulate the Narmada. It's a very long 3,000, almost 3,500 kilometer. So it is called Narmada Parikrama. This is one of the sacred Hindu pilgrimage where devotees circumambulate the holy river on foot. Revered as daughter of Lord Shiva, she is born from his sweat, considered one of the India's most challenging and spiritually rewarding pilgrimages. The Narmada Parikrama involves walking the entire length of river, starting from any point on its bank. The entire journey spans around 3,500 kilometers. Pilgrimage treks through diverse landscapes, hills, forests, caves, plains. Completing it believes to lead to moksha, freedom from rebirth. Pilgrims carry a pot of Narmada sacred water, which they pour back into the river again where they started their journey, completing the circumambulation. The parikrama is traditionally done without money or phones, relying on the hospitality of locals who consider pilgrims or those who are doing parikrama representatives of the Divine Mother. So they feed them, the locals feed them. It is the only river circumambulated. Narmada Parikrama is usually performed on the foot. It may take up to 4 to 8 months, depending on your age and agility. The ideal traditional duration is 3 years, 3 months, and 13 days. And there are people doing that parikrama also. And nowadays, there are modern ways to do parikrama. You can do on the bus also, which is like 17, 18, or 20 days. Our Prithvish did that this year only, correct, Prithvish? Yeah. Last year Prithvish did. That is also, you can visit almost all the temples on the bank of Narmada. So you will see this is Narmada. It is in the middle. So these are those who are doing Narmada Parikrama. Literally, these photos, the first 2 photos I took, it means people were doing Parikrama when I was there. The third photo, I grabbed it from internet. On January 16th, our retreat started with Anubhavanji. It was on Tejubindu Upanishad. It's a non-dual Upanishad. Just 2 things I will tell about this. About Upanishad, about this. So 2 things. If anything exists other than myself, then it is unreal as mirage water. If person could quench his thirst by drinking mirage waters, or if one could get killed by horns of a man or rabbit, then universe would truly exist. Because just as mirage water or horns of man or rabbit are unreal, similarly, the world is unreal. So it is purely non-dual, very core non-dual Upanishad. Our retreat continued. On January 17th, retreat continued as usual. That day we went and met, though we were already aware that Swami Anubhav Krishna would most likely arrive on January 20th, but for no reason we went again to Ramakrishna Mandir Trust and inquired almost every day whether he had arrived or not. It was our desperation to see the valuable things that he preserved. From there, we went to Ramakrishna Mandir Trust temple also. They have a beautiful temple. In that temple, you have a Thakur and Mother's idols. Those vigrahas are there. And see, that is a winter and they have covered, thinking they are real there. So they have put the head scarf and everything. In the evening, we decided to take leisurely walk to Narmada Ghat in Chanod. As we started walking, couple of guys traveling on the bike stopped us and warned not to walk in the evening because there is a possibility of leopard wandering around. This was a heart pounding moment. Suddenly, we found ourselves alone on the road, nothing but thin forest around. Needless to say, we practically ran to Chanod. After spending some time at Narmada Ghat, we opted for a auto instead of walking. Who knew an evening stroll could have turned into a wildlife adventure? Could have been like this. Could have been like this. This is just to lighten the mood. On January 18th, we went to meet Swami Antaranga Krishna at Sri Ramakrishna Mandir Trust. He talked about his lineage and his guru Swami Timir Baran and their spiritual sadhana. Swami Antaranga Krishna, Swami Anubhav Krishna, and Swami we met in Radha Krishna temple, and Swami in Kalpataru ashram. They are all disciple of Swami Timir Baran. Swami Timir Baran has about 40 male disciples. They don't have any ashram. They live in their own different places and mostly live on alms. There are female devotees too, but they are asked to live together near Mumbai and spend time in japa and dhyana. Timir Baran was born on 24 April 1935 in Bengal. While studying in England, he came in contact with relative of Rani Rasmani, who was also there for studies. So relative of Rani Rasmani. Timir Baran saw Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna with him and read it. He had some visions and experiences immediately after reading and radically changed his life. And while in England itself, he resolved to become a monk after returning to India. After taking sannyasa, he stayed at various places and he came to Sri Anand Mahima Ashram on the bank of river Narmada at Bhimpura. He stayed here for several years, like 13, 14 years. Then he moved to Surat and passed away in 1993 in Vrindavan. Bhimpura Ashram, that Sri Ramakrishna Mandir Trust, is established by a couple of his devotees. His disciples are almost unknown to the world, as they don't mingle with public and they remain engrossed in their own sadhana and remain mostly in solitude. After meeting with Swami Antaranga Krishna, we asked Swamiji if we can go to Kalpataru ashram, because that ashram is somewhat near jungle, so we were not aware. He said yes. He helped arrange an auto to get there. Same evening, we visited Kalpataru ashram. We visited twice, January 18th and January 20th to Kalpataru ashram. When we arrived in Kalpataru ashram, it was evening, dusk. We walked a few steps uphill to reach the ashram. There was complete silence. We began calling out, "Maharaj, Maharaj," in loud voice. Someone was inside. He got up, switched on the light, opened the door, and welcomed us inside. This was Chandrakant Maharaj, a monk in his 80s. Another monk, so this is a Kalpataru ashram. Another monk, Kirit Maharaj, who is slightly younger and takes care of Chandrakant Maharaj, was also present. About this Kalpataru ashram, it is on a small hill. During flood, this place becomes an island. It is far away from town and surrounded by the jungle. Originally, this ashram was built by an army personnel who took to ascetic life. He undertook many penances such as Panchatapa, lighting a fire on 4 sides and sitting in the hot sun, similar to what Holy Mother did, if you guys remember. He also stood in cold water, among other austerities. Eventually, he decided to move on to another place, but needed funds. A wealthy individual offered him 12 lakhs rupees, but he insisted he will give only this to a sadhu, to a spiritual aspirant. Meanwhile, Chandrakant Maharaj and Kirit Maharaj were living on the bank of Narmada, where their makeshift shelter got destroyed due to a flood.
a sadhu approached Chandrakant Maharaj and asked, this sadhu approached Chandrakant Maharaj and asked if he could take over this ashram for 5 lakhs rupees. Now imagine these guys are staying and just on alms, no money, nothing. Chandrakant Maharaj replied, from where I can get 5 lakhs rupees for you? The sadhu said, you can give it to me whenever you have it. Fortunately, 3 sadhus helped him, and in no time he could gather 5 lakhs rupees. One of the sadhu was from Ramakrishna Mutt. His brother contributed more than 1 lakh rupee. As Chandrakant Maharaj recounted the story, his eyes were filled with gratitude towards Divine Mother. He remarked, see how Mother takes care when there is a genuine need. While speaking, he was seated on a chair with large picture of Thakur beside him. He asked us why did we come here and all that. He asked us, what are you doing in Bhimpura? We told him about our retreat on Tejubindu Upanishad. He advised us, listen to everything, but always remember Thakur. Always remember Thakur. He reminded us what Thakur says in Gospel. Bhakti Yoga is the easy path for this yuga, Kali Yuga. It is indeed the path for the present age. He again emphasized, always remember that these were the words spoken by an avatar of this age. Please remember, this person is not from Ramakrishna order. We were amazed to see his devotion to Sri Ramakrishna. He added, learn anything, but learn in the light of the life of Sri Ramakrishna. Indeed, a valuable advice. Chandrakant Maharaj's words were like nectar. His face has bright smile like a kid. While talking, he was slow and calm. He served his guru, Timir Baran, for 5-6 years. Later, he was asked to go to Varanasi and take sannyas. In Varanasi, he donned the ochre robes and took sannyas. Later on, he moved to Vrindavan. He lived in an old, run-down building of Ramakrishna Mission that was destroyed by flood. Chandrakant Maharaj was allowed to stay there. There was no electricity. For meals, he would go for madhukari, that is alms, as he was told to live on madhukari. What is madhukari? A mendicant begs little food at different homes, like a honeybee goes and collect the honey from different flowers, little honey. That is called madhukari. His guru told him one interesting thing. One or other day, if he does not get alms, then think that Mother believes that today food is not necessary for your body. Once revered Swami Vireshwanandaji, that is President Maharaj of Ramakrishna Mutt, visited Vrindavan Ashram and asked Secretary Maharaj to show him some sadhus. Sadhus mean outside sadhus, not the Ramakrishna Mutt sadhus. So you see that Swami revered Vireshwanandaji on the right side. So Secretary Maharaj took him to meet Chandrakant Maharaj. And revered President Maharaj asked him, don't you feel any inconvenience? Don't you feel any inconvenience as there is no electricity? As there is enough electricity in Ramakrishna Mission, but here where you are staying, it is a dark room? Chandrakant Maharaj replied, it never occurred to him. It never occurred to me that they have light and I don't. He added, because of their generosity, means Ramakrishna Mutt generosity, I am living here, and Mother graciously provides me necessary food. What more I need? This shows he had full conviction in Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. Krishna says, I provide what they lack and preserve what they already possess. Revered President Maharaj, Vireshwanandaji, again asked him with great concern, you don't have any other trouble here? He said with a smile, Sadhu has no trouble, as Krishna tells us in Gita, to bear everything, heat and cold, pain and pleasure. They both laughed, and Vireshwaranji told to those who were with him in Bengali, see how sadhu must follow a strict and austere life. Chandrakant Maharaj told us, Mother really takes care of everything, literally everything. He was sick there in that, and that is a secluded place. No one comes there. And he was almost about to die, literally, because of sickness. And he was staying all alone. And he says, suddenly he heard a voice, loud noise of vehicles. Secretary Maharaj of Ramakrishna Mutt just came to investigate the area for no reason. And then he's found out that Maharaj is sick, and he took him and took it to the hospital. He said that he has so much conviction that if Mother wants us to live, she will make sure things happen according to her wish. And he says, I survived because of her wish. Gopesh Maharaj, so is the Maharaj you see in the left. Swami Sardeshanji, he is a disciple of Holy Mother. He has written a book, The Mother as I Saw Her. He stayed in Vrindavan Ashram Center from 1960s to 1988. Once in light-hearted mood, told Chandrakant Maharaj, they used to meet. So he told that, I spent my 12 years, Swami, Gopesh Maharaj is telling, I spent 12 years eating rasgullas at devotees' homes, leaving little time for my spiritual practices. He was just joking, but in light-hearted mood. With a chuckle, he confessed, I ran away from Calcutta and just came here to Vrindavan for solitude. And he added, sadhana karo, practice. So Gopesh Maharaj used to meet Chandrakant Maharaj. We again visited Kalpataru Ashram again on the January 28th. Chandrakant Maharaj told about his brother disciple, that is Kirit Maharaj. So I will take 5 more minutes, I think 5-6 minutes. Kirit Maharaj was with him. He was also stayed with Swami Timirbaran for 45 days. His guru told him, leave job and everything and go to Vrindavan and live on alms. He literally followed that. And then afterward, he was told to take care of Chandrakant Maharaj. So he is taking care of Chandrakant Maharaj. During our second visit, after the satsang, as we were about to leave, we offered our pranam to Chandrakant Maharaj, and also in the shrine, which has a Kali idol, along with the Thakur and his guru. Kali's idol, means Mother Kali, first came to Swami Timirbaran. Swami Timirbaran expressed his concern to Mother Kali, stating that he doesn't have his own place or even the necessary items to perform puja. Mother reassured him, saying that I will be happy wherever you keep me. Once you are gone, Chandrakant will take care of me. When Chandrakant Maharaj got this image from his guru, Mother remained with him in Vrindavan, a place dedicated for Radha. So Kali, but Vrindavan is Radha's place. Therefore, he worshipped Kali as Radha. And even the dress and shawl she wears has Radha written on it. Okay. So this is about, I will not go through that because lack of time, some of the places we visited next day on January 19. I will just jump on to some important thing. This is Radha Krishna Mandir. Again, one story about Radha Krishna Mandir. In the evening, we visited Radha Krishna Mandir and met Swami here. As usual, he graciously gave us generous portion of prasad. Interestingly, there is no donation box, nor does he ask for money. He prepares prasad daily by himself and never goes out to ask for funds or money. He shared an interesting story that happened in this temple. Once a devotee visited Radha Krishna temple. While looking at the face of Radha, he told that Maharaj, he felt Radha was looking at him angrily, as her eyes appears large. Maharaj asked if he had any sinful plans in his mind. The devotee confessed he was planning to snatch away business from his partner without giving him any money. Maharaj advised him to bring his partner and instructed them to distribute the business equally between both. the matter was settled peacefully. As a gesture of gratitude, they both offered big bhandara, meal prasad, for many devotees at the temple. So this relates what that Maharaj was telling. Mother, that Radha, will have different expressions at different time. On January 28th, in the evening, we came to meet Anubhav Krishna, Swami Anubhav Krishna, at Sri Ramakrishna Mandir Trust. By the grace of Mother, he was there, just having arrived, unpacking his stuff. He took us into his room. We spent good time with him. He talked about his guru and how his guru transformed the lives of several devotees. He gave us a book that he has written on his guru Swami Timir Baran. In the course of discussion, we requested him to show us his precious possessions. He gladly agreed. It was Mother's blessing. He brought out a small silver case that has the Holy Mother's hair. We were desperate to see this. Please remember, there are 51 Shaktipitas in India where Mother Sati's body part fell. Devotee visit there with lot of devotion. Today, we got to see the real hair of our Mother. So how did it come to him? He told us a story. He got those hair. One of the brother monk of Swami Anubhav Krishna was in Kashi on the bank of Ganges in 1970. Dhiren Maharaj of Ramakrishna Mutt, who was a disciple of revered Swami Shivananda, gave this Holy Mother's hair to him. So this is the...
They don't look white actually. They look black only, like brownish black.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Please check and it is taken properly.
Yeah. So when he was showing us this Holy Mother's hair, there was an arti going on in nearby temple. You can hear the beautiful background sound of mridanga, cymbals, bell, conch. We were seeing Mother's hair and her worship was going on in the nearby temple. You might wonder why the hair is in small pieces. They were cut into small pieces to be shared among some of their brother monks so that they can place in the finger ring as instructed by their guru. So you see that small, it's not the long one hair. They cut into pieces so that they can put it in the ring. It was told by Swami Timir Baran, their guru. All right, so this was Sri Ramakrishna Mandir Trust. And the last thing, on January 21st, retreat completed, and I will conclude with a small story that happened in this retreat. In every retreat, there is always, you will find at least one mischievous person or a troublemaker in every retreat. And in our group, we had one such character. Picture this. Every morning, 2 devotees would take breakfast to Swami Anubhavanandaji's room. And whatever remained would be shared among the devotees as prasad. Now, our troublemaker would gobble up the prasad, but never missed a chance to comment that if it was truly prasad, it should have been served directly by Swamiji himself. He would say, Swamiji should give it to me from his hands. Well, karma works in mysterious ways. On the final morning, on the last day of our retreat, Swamiji summoned him to his room, gave him some chores to do, and then, lo behold, served him breakfast from his own plate, even adding, "These are too much for me, please take it." Needless to say, our troublemaker got more than he bargained for. Upon his return, when asked about encounter, he recounted the story with deep devotion. On the banks of Narmada, there is a strong belief or saying that Ma Narmada easily fulfills small wishes as soon as they arise in your mind. this concludes the topic Gujarat pilgrimage in holy company. Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Thank you. Oh, yes. So it is beyond my pay grade. We'll keep it for Swamiji. All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Clicker. Okay, thank you, Jitendra. And we'll have the closing prayer. May the divine, who everyone can join in, may the divine, who is Father in heaven of the Christians, Holy One of the Jewish faith, Allah of the Muslims, Buddha of the Buddhists, Tao of the Taoists, Great Spirit of the Native Americans, Ahura Mazda of the Zoroastrians, and Brahman of the Hindus, lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. May the all-loving being manifest himself unto us and grant us abiding understanding and all-consuming divine love. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Okay, we're going to have RT in a few minutes, and then there'll be a soup supper. But just to let you know, this is the last day of the regular season of the Vedanta Society. The morning and evening meditations won't happen during the summer. The next program is July 4th, Independence Day celebration from 11 to 1. Then starting Tuesday, July 9th through August 20th, on Tuesday evenings from 7 to 8:30, there's going to be a summer mysticism study class on Ibn Arabi, a well-known Sufi mystic. And this is out to see the summer schedule, so you can take a look at it for the rest of the activities. So thank you. We'll now have RT followed by the soup supper.
Breaker of all our worldly bondage and adored by all, transcendent yet filled with love. You free us from the stain of sin and ornament our world. Consciousness is your form. Your eyes always purified by knowledge. Your eyes always purified my knowledge. Looking at them, delusion is gone. Ocean of loving, love and feeling, air inebriated in your infinite love. Your feet always dear to your devotees. Your feet always dear to your devotees. Form our boat to cross this world. Revealed to us as God incarnate and the Lord of all things, helping us join with you. Your mind's always set in the divine light. Your mind's always set in the divine light. This we can see through your gaze. Destroyer of our worldly sorrow and compassion soul, infinite is your work. Your life suffered for the world's deliverance. Your life suffered for the world's deliverance, saving us from darkness and fear. Renouncer of all lust and lucre, therefore you were always burning sensual life. Lord of monks, you are the best of men. Lord of monks, you are the best of men. Grant to us pure love for you. You're fearless and you're free from doubting, with your mind very firmly resolved. Causeless refuge of your devotees, causeless refuge of your devotees, renouncing caste and birth. Our treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this path of life. You give love and even sightedness. You give love and even sightedness to remove our anguish here. treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this puddle of life. You give love and even-sightedness. You give love and even-sightedness to remove our anguish here. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's cave. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's cave. Darkness is destroyed by your light. Oh Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's cave. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's cave. Darkness is destroyed by your light. Oh Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. Langa Ranga Bhanga, these are all the sounds of Mridanga. Langa Ranga Bhanga, these are all the sounds of Mridanga. Spiritual songs devotees are singing for your worship divine. Spiritual songs devotees are singing for your worship divine. Jaya Jaya for your worship divine. Hara Hara for your worship divine. Shiva Shiva for your worship divine. Breaker of all our worldly bondage and adored by all, we adore you too. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ji ki Jai. Auspicious and blessed, graciousness sublime, all noble ends you give to us, granting us refuge, all seeing Gauri, O Mother Divine, our love to you. Creation, preservation, dissolution are your powers, eternal one. Nature's real basis, nature victory, O Mother Divine, our love to you, Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you, Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you, Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you. Jai Shri Ramakrishna Dev Ki Jai, Jai Shri Sarada Devi Ki Jai, Jai Shri Swami Vivekananda Ki Jai, Jai Shri Buddha Deva Ki Jai, Jai